Why does everybody in the National Guard have that porn mustache from the 70s? You guys look like Bottom Gun. Anyways, it's good to be here in Iraq. No, I'm just kidding. This is like Comic-Con out here. I love the National Guard, or as I like to call them, the Washington Commanders. The Commanders have a little bit of a better record at the moment. The U.S. military, they went about 0-20 years in the Middle East recently. Now, we just created a bunch of power vacuums over there, which is not a Dyson product, unfortunately. I think the National Guard and the Coast Guard should just play a volleyball game and then kiss. Let's get it over with. Okay. We're having a good time. I think every veteran should be able to go into any strip club whenever they want and get a free blowjob. We'll call the program PTS My D. That's okay. I like that promo. Beautiful. Stop and frisk this guy. He didn't laugh hard enough. We're definitely flexing right now. This is the equivalent of a guy spreading a bunch of money down his arm. But hey, I get it. If you got it, flaunt it. I feel like I'm in like a No Limit album cover. H1 Hummers. The military and Mike Vick's dog-fighting friend. There's no gun on top, is there? There's no gun on top. Budget cuts, I guess. But that'd be scary if there was a big gun on top, right? We love the gun. Frankly, we love the gun. Okay. I'll see you guys in 5 minutes somewhere else. Appreciate you. You guys off to the Nike factory? That is the most delicate ice raid I've ever seen. I just worked on a mini horse farm. That kind of reminds me of that. By the way, you might be wondering why I'm wearing a mask. This is actually genetic. Both of my parents are on ice, so I was born with this. I know, I look like a human NFT. Steelers fans looking at me like Ben Roethlisberger looking at a lady walking to the bathroom.
I predicted this on January 6th.
Oh, you're a genius.
Well...
Dude, DVDs, what year is it? Okay, now we're gonna rank military branches in order from coolest to least cool. Just kidding, we're not doing that. I think Republicans hate trans for the same reason we all do. Too tempting. What is the insult to even call Coast Guard? Beach Boys? You guys are washed up, sand boys, sandies. But then what do we call National Guard? Homebodies? That's the easiest thing to guard, I feel like. Hey, fat person in the Walmart scooter, don't do that. If you're a politician and you vote for war, you should have to fight in it. That's how it used to be. Politicians used to be equestrians. We've all seen the statues of George Washington on a horse with a sword. Can you imagine Joe Biden on a horse? Instead of a sword, he's holding an ice cream cone. Can you imagine Trump on a horse? Instead of a sword, he's grabbing a pussy. Can you imagine Hillary Clinton as a horse? I think that's the real reason we're taking statues down around the country. They don't want to remind you that politicians used to have to do things. I think the only statue that's going to be left standing in D.C. is going to be Mitch McConnell. By the way, welcome to your future communications majors. Oh, she's yelling about slavery. That's how you know a conversation's going well. Make hate shameful again. It's not hard to be kind. You're kind of hating on National Guard being here.
No. You know, the only book Trump ever read?
Yeah.
Mein Kampf.
Oh, that's flattering. You think he can read. Zing! The world is just going to be an airport and an Apple store one day. That's where we're going. Very sterile, safe world, which is fine if you're into that. I like Apple products. I'm cool with that. The sign over there says rapist, felon, pretend, fraud, despo. I don't know the last one, but all those other words are in my IG comments every day. Isn't that wild that mushrooms are legal in Washington, D.C.? The closer you get to the White House, the more drugs are legal until you get inside and there's a loose bag of cocaine for some reason. Like, I think drugs are legal in D.C. because they're trying to keep us messed up so we don't realize how crazy the shit is going on around us, right? We're like, you guys still keeping kids in cages at the border? They're like, you're hallucinating. We're like, oh, okay. And yeah, there's all these loopholes to buy drugs in D.C., right? It's like you can't just buy the drugs, so they're like, you're buying the receipt. You know, the drugs are a gift. You know, it's like you're paying a prostitute for their time. You know, it's like it's not a bribe, it's a campaign donation. The more money you have, the more your language changes, right? When you're rich, you don't go places, you're escorted. When you're rich, you don't pay for work, you pay for services. When you're rich, you don't have home or apartments, you have units. And when you're rich, you don't say a prostitute went down on me, you say an escort serviced my unit. So, oh yeah. He doesn't want to show it, but he agrees. No, we're doing good. This is like the Queen's Guard. They're not supposed to tell me how funny it is. Anybody else tired of billionaires telling you to go green? I love that. Billionaires with private jets telling us to go green. Once a month, they have one of these like, fuck you, let's cheat on our wives in a different country summits, where they all come together and they say, hey, stop using single-use plastics and aerosols. It's like, hey, dude, stop making them. What are you talking about? You think I want to use these? I just can't afford any alternative. That's like Ronald McDonald shaming people who eat Big Macs. It's like, dude, I don't want this. You're making it. Stop making the thing. It's like they're like, we gotta stop the wars. It's like, dude, stop making bullets. You ever notice that war crimes are for losers? The history is written by winners. If Germany won World War II, the Holocaust would have been called the Great Cleanse, which also happens to be Kanye's new album. Thank you. I got claps from the lesbians. I had some good jokes, but tariffs took them. Isn't that fun when we put tariffs on a country that's committing war crimes? That's like when a kid kills a kid at school, so you charge him more for lunch. We're like, hey, we heard you were killing all your own people, so we're going to put an 18% import tax on all cocoa goods. We're not going to stop buying them. We're still going to buy them, even though they're made by slave labor. You know, that part's good. The genocide's not great, but the cocoa goods. Keep it going for the gypsy. She's, all right, just kidding. You're beautiful. Please do not put a curse on me.